Just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 59. Over. I'm about to take you to school. Hey, alert three. Check.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
5-9.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And an alley run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Breeze now. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
He's got Smith here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, easy. Quick dash. Come.
A toss to Murray. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Easy, opposite. I'm here all day. Watch the eye. Easy, opposite.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get wide. Space.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On second down, it's Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it with Smith on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 35 on second down, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking 53. Hey, Charlie. Check, 59. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, you're good, you're good. That's cool, ready. Check, check, check. Check 59.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Ito Smith, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 48-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Hey, Tuesday. Check.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Come on, the ball. Slam, slam, slam. Check three, check three, check three. Check, check. Slam, slam. 80 weapons. Wait, wait.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Sammy.
At the 28-yard line.
Kill. Hey, orbit.
Breeze now to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. Third down here. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
Kill.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We go 21. Hey, exit. Mine's 59. Watch the curl.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
On first down, it's Freeman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
58.
Ryan to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
5-9.
To throw is Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
13.
Now Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll run on first down. Freeman. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
11.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.